As we head into the 2024 election, the push for equal and fair voting and democracy will continue. Reporting from Howard University here in Washington, D.C., Bradley Clark, KTSU 2 News. It is absolutely awe-inspiring to think about what Donnie Houston will do for the next 50 years of hip-hop. This is Bradley Clark, TSU multimedia journalist partnering with KPRC 2 News. Dean Ulassi will continue to push for the advancement of education here at the TSU School of Communication. Reporting on the campus of Texas Southern University, Bradley Clark, KTSU 2 News. Mr. Gnarls hopes that his story will continue to motivate other veterans to step out of their shell and take control of their own lives. Reporting from the campus of Texas Southern University, Bradley Clark, KTSU 2 News. This Sunday will be a showdown in Tiger Town. The Mr. and Miss TSU pageant will take place this Sunday in the Sawyer Auditorium at 5 p.m. 8 student candidates will compete for the crown of leadership.
A year ago, many of you joined us on this very...
Journalists from around the globe gathered together on the campus of Howard University in Washington, D.C. to discuss the urgency and importance of democracy and journalism.
Journalists are the voice that is a check on power, that holds these authoritarian impulses in check, and that really is about make sure that the voices of our constituents are heard, that power is questioned, and that we don't have these abuses that we're seeing in states like Tennessee and Florida and Mississippi and Alabama, which are taking us back in our history.
We are not free. That's why we feel that pressure.
Emory University professor Carol Anderson views the recent voter ID laws as a prime example of how our democracy is being oppressed.
When you look at voter ID laws, for instance, these state legislatures went through systematically and figured out who by race had what types of IDs. And then the law privileges the kinds of IDs that whites have and diminishes the kinds of IDs that African Americans have.
Alabama Forward Executive Director Evan Milligan wants to make sure that everyone takes action in this year's election however they can.
Your voice always matters. Your vote clearly matters, and people wouldn't be spending billions, hundreds of millions to undermine your vote by trying to get in candidates and judges who have a hostility towards democracy and multicultural democracy.
As we head into the 2024 election, the push for equal and fair voting and democracy will continue. Reporting from Howard University here in Washington, D.C., Bradley Clark, KTSU 2 News. Hip-hop turns 50 years old this year, and no one represents the genre like Donnie Houston.
Man, hip-hop is the pulse for at this point, everything, you know? Used to just kind of be started out as just like in like neighborhoods and urban cultures and urban communities and things like that. And now you look at it and it's the driving force behind just about everything going on. There's a void to be filled in Houston. We have all this amazing history, and for whatever reason, you know, our culture's been around. You know, you would say Rap Loud Records started in 1986. First Houston rap song is, you know, like 83, 84. So we've been around for a while, and within this almost 40 years, not very much has been documented. The ones that are still here, they tell me all the time, like, you know, you're doing a great job, and like I always tell them, if nothing, like that's the only thing that matters to me. For me, my main goal is to make sure that I'm allowing this story to be told properly, and so far so good.
It is absolutely awe-inspiring to think about what Donnie Houston will do for the next 50 years of hip-hop. This is Bradley Clark, TSU multimedia journalist partnering with KPRC 2 News. Testing, okay. Let's get it. Hey there, my name is Bradley Clark. Now, for those who may be wondering, who is Bradley Clark? Let me show you. For the last 3 years, I've told stories across the campus of Texas Southern University on just about everything, but I haven't done it on my own. There's a few people who have really helped me throughout my storytelling journey. One of them was former Fox 8 anchor Tracy Clemens.
People should know that Bradley is, number one, a hard worker. and that Bradley is a smart and creative storyteller, and that he always tries to find ways to tell the story visually and with words in a way that nobody else may think of.
Another man that really helped me during my time here at TSU and taught me everything I know about storytelling is none other than former KHOU 11 News Operations Manager Arthur Murray.
You know, Bradley's one of those guys that if you say, Bradley, go do a story on the Tiger Walk and ask 3 students, why did they choose Texas Southern? Bradley's going to do that, but Bradley's going to give you extra. Bradley's going to give you the best B-roll. He's going to give you the best the best editing package that he can give you. He's going to give you the best written story that he can give you. So.
Out of every person I've ever gotten the chance to work with, however, none of them can compare to a woman that has been there for me since day one. A woman that has worked in the news industry and at TSU for over 30 years. Her name is Serbino Sandifer Walker.
I've seen him grow into the type of professional, the type of reporter that I wish every student at Texas Southern University would grow into. But I know he's committed, I know he's passionate, and I know he wants to be successful. So his growth has been tremendous, and I know that he's going to be a very successful professional when leaving here at Texas Southern University.
If you'd ever like to contact me, here's my contact information. Otherwise, you can find me reporting a story on anything and everything, anytime, anywhere. Reporting from the campus of Texas Southern University, Bradley Clark, KTSU 2 News.